Hello there, and welcome back to another installment of SCP Readings with your reader here, Gmodon. Today we're looking at SCP-1497. There's a link down in the description for you to follow along as I read out loud. SCP-1497 is a miniature human eye suspended in the center of a 6 cm tall glass jar, though it is unknown how this suspension is achieved as SCP-1497 cannot be opened. SCP-1497 lacks an optical nerve and retinal blood vessels, as the sclera completely covers the entire surface save for the cornea. The eye is capable of freely rotating on all 3 axes, and regularly does so in the direction of a new visual stimuli. The iris of SCP-1497 changes color upon maintaining eye contact with a human for 3 seconds, matching the color of the viewer's eyes. This activates the mimetic property of SCP-1497. Upon activation, the human that SCP-1497 mimics, henceforth SCP-1497-1, begins experiencing a shift in visual perception. Instances of SCP-1497-1 have reported that the things they previously found visually displeasing became much more visibly appealing. This has been confirmed to not be the result of hallucinations, but rather a cognitive shift within SCP-1497-1. The most common effects are an increase in perceived attractiveness of other humans, resulting in an increase in sexual attraction and increased appreciation of all visually artistic exploits. The effect of SCP-1497 also extends to concepts and situations, as SCP-1497-1 is unable to visually recognize a threat. When presented with blades and firearms, SCP-1497-1 will only be able to appreciate the aesthetic design of the weapon, even when presented in a threatening manner. Testing concluded SCP-1497-1 will not react to threats of violence to itself or others, and are equally unaffected by witnessing violence against others. However, SCP-1497-1 are able to recognize when they are being harmed, although they are unable to visually recognize the cause of the damage. This sends injured SCP-1497-1 into a panic state that often causes them to be unable to respond to the act of violence, though they are capable of fleeing and seeking medical attention. SCP-1497 was located in an art gallery and redacted by an agent implanted in the local police force after receiving reports of someone calling for help within the locked building. SCP-1497 was located on a pedestal with a note and photo under it, the plaque on the pedestal reading, "Better off blind than beguiled by beauty." Trapped within the art gallery were 10 blind humans, all of whom claim they have been kidnapped within the past week. Class C amnestics were distributed among them after questioning, and they were returned to their places of residence. Addendum 1497-A. The following note and photograph were found pinned under SCP-1497. "This world is ugly. Look at it with some fresh eyes, and see perfection." This SCP, it brings a lot of deep thought to it. There's so much you can infer from this SCP, as in, our eyes, they're not perfect. We can't see the world as it truly is. People see colors differently, some people don't see colors at all. Some people can see the beauty in things, and some people cannot. And the fact that this SCP changes whoever is near it to where their eyes can see the beauty, can see the colors, can see everything that this world has to offer is amazing, but also frightening at the same time. Because it opens our eyes, pun intended, to the world around us, that there is so much more than we can see with our eyes. But when we get that perfection, when we are able to see everything clearly, I think it would make sense that we would be stunned by everything, and it would be too much for our brains to comprehend and take in. And I think that's how these subjects that are affected, they become so stunned and so unresponsive to everything, finding the beauty in it and just not seeing things as they used to. A really very thought-provoking and interesting SCP. So that has been SCP-1497. Thank you for joining me on this reading. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.